Hello world, it's Lee Kelson coming to you live, day 3, and today is all about retail cutting edge, and I'm joined by Dr. Jimmy Chiang, and you've just come off stage, Jimmy, talking about retail. So tell us, what were the key messages that you gave in your talk today?
Well, sure. In my very short opening speech, I basically delivered two major messages to the audience. First of all, Hong Kong is and will continue to be a major retail market in the region. For example, if we look at our retail sales last year for the first 11 months, it amounted to 440 billion Hong Kong dollars.
Wow.
That's like a 10% increase from the same period last year. And also our visitor arrivals, again for the first 11 months of last year, already reached 58.6 million. That's more than 10% increase against the previous year. So these factors are contributing a lot, and the same for the launch of the Guangzhou, Shenzhen, Hong Kong speed train and the Hong Kong Zhuhai Macau Bridge. So these major transport systems have been a big help to boost our inbound tourism,
Yes.
and also our future development of the Greater Bay Area, which houses more than 68 million inhabitants sharing similar lifestyle and dialect, and this will present another huge opportunity for retailers, for other retail-related service providers in the region. And the second point I conveyed to the audience is actually Hong Kong is the fantastic location for retail-related startups to develop their innovations. Of course, our retail market is still pretty strong and robust at this moment. Competition is cutthroat, it's very keen, and industry players really need to innovate every day in order to stay competitive. And Hong Kong is the right place to fulfill this objective. We did a survey last year, a startup survey, which revealed that our startup ecosystem is developing very nicely. Last year, there were some 2,600 startup companies operating in Hong Kong, representing an 18% increase from the previous year. And these startups were employing more than 9,500 people, which actually represents an increase of even 51% from the previous year. So the ecosystem is very vibrant and with a lot of energy, growing very fast. And also, not to mention that the Hong Kong government is really determined to maintaining a very pro-business environment. For example, for innovative companies, there are lots of funding schemes and incubation programs, support programs they can apply for to organizations like the Science Park, Cyberport, and the Innovation and Technology Commission, for example. For SMEs in general, I think they are starting to enjoy the benefits of lowered income tax from the current fiscal year. And they can also apply for various government subsidies if they would like to exhibit in trade shows in Hong Kong and overseas, or do branding and marketing in mainland China and ASEAN. So the government is no doubt really supportive of developing our startup ecosystem and community.
No doubt, and I mean, I have the benefit of travelling to a lot of ecosystems around the world and talking to a lot of people, and there's no doubt in my mind that Hong Kong is the most vibrant ecosystem that I've ever visited. And I think it's a lot to do with the work that's being done by Invest Hong Kong. But why is it important that we continue to develop the innovation ecosystem and encourage startups, particularly in Hong Kong, but in the wider region?
Well, of course, Hong Kong has been a very successful international business hub in the region. Our traditional industries like professional services, financial services, transportation and trading, tourism are all very important GDP contributors to our economy. But at the same time, in order to stay competitive on a global scale, Hong Kong also needs to develop new economies. innovation and technology is undoubtedly the future driving force of the global economy, and we cannot be left behind. So that's why we need to continue to promote our strengths for innovation companies to set up here, and the government will continue to introduce favorable policy measures and programs to support our innovative companies.
Yeah. And so, just with regard to retail, I mean, I've sort of been involved in the internet for many years now, and I remember back in the late 90s, retail, bricks and mortar retail was destined to be, doomed, and it was all going to go online, and we've obviously seen the emergence of Alibaba and Amazon and the like. How do you see that retail changing from that bricks and mortar into that more digital economy?
Well, I think it's very interesting developments happening in Hong Kong and the region and in the world. Right now, consumers have a lot more choices for shopping, at physical stores or online, or through other digital means, through mobile phones, etc. So I guess retailers need to also innovate constantly to provide the best experience for the customers, in addition to the best products and services. Because, like I mentioned, competition is really keen, and whoever is able to provide the best service offerings will eventually be the winners. Yeah. So I guess it will continue to develop, creatively, and shoppers and consumers will continue to be able to enjoy some new innovative features from retailers and service providers.
Yeah, fantastic. So thank you very much for your time today. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Keep watching. We'll be coming back to you with more from day 3, Retail Cutting Edge. And don't forget to subscribe to Start Me Up Hong Kong 2019 YouTube channel, and check us out on Beach City on Facebook at Beach City Life.